Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the third eagle of the apocalypse and the co-prophet of the end times. On this program, I'm going to prove from the Bible that Barack Obama cannot possibly be the Antichrist. Now, this does not mean he could not be an Antichrist. In other words, he could be a precursor of the Antichrist. Certainly, many of his actions, since he has become president, are anti-Christian in nature. God is not going to bless America when our president advocates stem cell research, for example, on unborn babies. Slicing and dicing babies for research is right out of the Nazi playbook. Barack Obama may end his speeches with God bless America, but God is not going to bless America unless we return to a respect for all human life, even the most defenseless among us, especially unborn children. As I have been saying on these videos, Barack Obama is the leopard, as found in Daniel chapter number 7, and the last king of the south, as found in Daniel chapter number 11. Now, if we take a closer look at these passages prove that Barack Obama cannot be the Antichrist, but nonetheless has a very important role to play in Bible prophecy, because he will be our last American president, and he will lead us to defeat in World War III. Now, in Daniel chapter number 7, the prophet sees 4 beasts come up out of the sea. Now, the first is a lioness with eagle's wings, which are plucked off. Now, this lioness with eagle's wings plucked off represents England, and the wings represent the United States and her colonies. This lioness also represents the leader of England, probably the Queen, and she stands on her 2 feet and is given the heart of a man. I think this probably refers to Queen Elizabeth. And next, a bear comes up out of the sea, with 3 ribs in its mouth, and is said, "Devour much flesh." This bear symbolizes Russia in the end times. And the leader of the bear would be the premier of Russia, probably Dmitry Medvedev, since Medvedev indicates a bear in the Russian language. And lastly, a leopard comes up out of the sea, which had on its back the 4 wings of a bird and 4 heads. Now, these 4 heads and 4 wings indicate the United States. The 4 wings represent our 4 branches of the military: Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. And the 4 heads symbolize the 4 most important entities of our government: Senate, House, President, and Supreme Court. The leopard also indicates Barack Obama, because he is the 44th President of the United States. And after these 3 beasts comes a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and exceedingly strong. Now, this 4th beast is the one-world communist tyranny. And out of this beast comes the Antichrist, as Daniel writes. "I considered their horns, and behold, came up another one with a little horn." Now, every Bible scholar will tell you that this little horn is the Antichrist. So my question for you people who say that Barack Obama is the Antichrist: if Barack Obama is the Antichrist, then who is the leopard? Obviously, in Daniel, the leopard comes before the Antichrist. In other words, if Barack Obama is the Antichrist, as you claim, then you should also be able to identify the lioness, the bear, and the leopard, because all 3 come before the Antichrist. Now, in my videos, I have identified the first 3 beasts, as I just said. The Antichrist I have not identified, because he is not identifiable until at least 3½ years from now. Now let's look at Daniel chapter number 11. Now, in Daniel chapter number 11, the king of the south, who is Barack Obama, because his father came from Kenya, which is due south of Jerusalem, and in fact probably Obama himself was born in Kenya, although he does not want to admit this, this king of the south will provoke the king of the north, who is the premier of Russia, into World War III, as Daniel writes. And at the time of the end, that's the time we're living in now, The king of the south shall push against him, that is, provoke. The king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind. Now that means that the Russian premier will come against the Americans with air power, with missiles, and with atomic weapons. Now following World War III, then the Antichrist appears in Daniel chapter number 11. He shall enter into the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown. Now every Bible scholar will tell you that this he must be the Antichrist. But again, those who claim that Barack Obama is the Antichrist have a big problem with this passage, because the last king of the south appears before the Antichrist. In other words, if you claim that Barack Obama is the Antichrist, you should be able to identify who the last king of the south is. So I challenge you, who is the last king of the south? But if I am right, and the last king of the south is Barack Obama, there's no need to identify the Antichrist. And I believe we cannot identify him until at least 3.5 years into the Great Tribulation. And I'm not saying that any of this gets Barack Obama off the hook. Because, believe me, being the leopard is bad enough, especially for the fate of America. So in conclusion, until the false prophets can identify for you who the last king of the south is and who the leopard is, then I will continue to claim that both of those individuals are Barack Obama, and the Antichrist cannot possibly be Barack Obama. And if you would like more information, simply write to the address you see on your screen.